Afternoon baseball here on the show. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Baltimore Orioles. The O's look for the series sweep at home against their division rivals. First pitch is next. Alex Cobb, a Massachusetts-born right-hander, will get the start in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been like white hot. How about a whip under 1.00 in his last 3 starts? Not a lot of base runners, and that usually adds up to a lot of success. Let's see if he can continue to do that in this one here today.
Now in the box, Rowdy Tellez, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, Dero, it's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. Alberto is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
The third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Stepping in for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On the ground to the left side. Alberto has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting third.
At the plate, Lourdes Gurriel. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Now the pitch. Right there for strike one. Two out, nobody on. And it's quickly 0-2. Ripped down the first base line, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
The 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 3-2 now.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. First delivery to him on the way. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings.
And here's a dive by the center fielder, but it's off his glove. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
At the plate, Bo Bichette, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Comes set, the 0-1. Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. So they get a couple of men into scoring position here, but can't get the key hit to bring him around. Jays 0, O's coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Matt Shoemaker, a right-hander from Michigan, is the starter on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
You know, Matt, it's awfully tough getting a lot of no decisions as a starting pitcher, but he was able to pick up his first win of the year in his last start. Hopefully his mojo starts turning around.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Orioles, the shortstop,
Now here's the pitch. In there, and it's 0-1. And Dan Dero, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, Dero. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Giving chase is Fisher. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. In now for the O's, Dwight Smith Jr. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And that misses for ball 1. That's wide, 2-0.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Outside, 3-0 now. Ramon Urias will be next. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
Batting third, the second baseman.
Coming to the plate now, Ramon Urias, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. From the belt, kicks and deals. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
So here's Trey Mancini. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Hey, after that extra base hit, things could go awry. He didn't. He battled right back in his zone with a nice executed pitch.
The 0-1 pitch. Slow roller down the third baseline. Throw to the plate, and not in time as the run scores.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Here's Chris Davis now, and it's fouled away. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 8 home runs, 13 RBIs. One and one, the count to Chris Davis. Fouled away. The 1-2.
I got the count. 2-2.
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. Pedro Severino is on deck. Full count, here it comes. Popped him up. McGuire is there. 2 down. Now at the plate, Pedro Severino. And the Orioles looking for more here in this game's opening frame. Looking to minimize the damage here.
1-0.
Past battles with Matt Shoemaker, he's 1 for 2. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. Severino, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Sharp ground ball to third. Scooped up. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for Baltimore. 1 inning in the books here. It's the Orioles 1, the Jays nothing. Next to bat for Toronto, Reese McGuire. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Number 10.
Now here's the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
Alberto has a tough play, but he ranges back to put it away for the first out.
Batting 7. The center fielder, number 28. Billy McKinney.
That'll bring up Billy McKinney. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Nope.
Ball 1 taken just off the inside.
Count is 1-2.
Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Batting 8.
Now at the plate, Kevin Biggio. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
0-1. Nope.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Pitch on the way. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. On now to the bottom of the second. The O's lead this thing 1-0. Ready now for Baltimore, Ryan Mountcastle, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
The left fielder, Ryan.
Now here's the pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Fastball called strike. 1-2. Lays off. 2-2 now. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Upper part of the strike zone, a dangerous pitch with the changeup, but he laid off.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Changeup up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Ball taken there. 2-1 now. Here it comes. This pitch is popped up. Biggio moving to his left. 2 down.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Austin Hayes the next to bat. He's hitting .333 in the series, 2 for 6. Shoemaker's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Nope. Count 1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. In there, 1-1. Hayes, just 24 years of age. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. And he fouls this one off. And he lays off it to even the count. 2-2. Got him swinging on the splitter that time, and with that the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. Standing in, Derek Fisher. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Derek Fisher.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0 delivery. And right into the shift, but a foul ball. 1-1. Now here's the pitch. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery.
Ball 2.
And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a feel thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0.
That's ball 2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Bounced softly in front of the plate. On to first, and there were 2 down. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate. Here's the first pitch to him. Liner towards second, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
As a batter right there, that's exactly the pitch your eyes light up on. You know he's known for a nasty split finger, but he left that one thigh high, and the batter did exactly what he's supposed to.
At the plate now, Lourdes Gurriel, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Hey, I know the tying runs at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Guerrero is off at first with 2 away. Grounded to the right. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, D-Row. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. 1 ball, no strikes to count. One ball, no strikes. Swing and a miss, 1-1. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first, and no one will track it down. And this one gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position. The set and the 2-2. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Blue Jays leave a pair. They still trail 1-0.
Welcome back. As the Orioles look to get the offense going here in the third, this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. Currently, they rank dead last in the league in team batting average and, perhaps more importantly, runs scored. As one of the coaches told me, the entire organization is pulling their hair out trying to figure out how to put a more potent lineup on the field, but that's not something that changes overnight. He said it's going to be a process to become the team we want to be, but we're willing to do the hard work that it's going to take to get there. Matt?
For the Orioles,
Thank you, Heidi.
the shortstop, Jose Iglesias.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Tellez over to his left, and that's the first out of the inning. And with one away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play. Striding in once again, Dwight Smith Jr. He worked a walk and came around to score in his first trip in this game. And now a pitch on the way. Ball one. High in the air out to center field. McKinney's there for it. He's got it, and there are two down now. Ready for another chance? Ramon Urias. Shoemaker looks in. Here's the first pitch.
0-1's the count.
Sliced hard on the ground. He's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Coming forward now, the Toronto designated hitter, Bo Bichette.
The designated hitter, Bo Bichette.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted in the air to center. Under it is Hayes, and that's the first out of the inning. Stepping in, Reese McGuire. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now here's the pitch. And that's in there for strike one.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Line toward right center. Hayes is there, 2 gone.
Now batter, the center fielder, Billy McKinney.
Coming to the plate now, Billy McKinney. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled off. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
And I'm sure that one stings a little bit. The best revenge he can get for his pain is to find a way to come around to score. We'll see if his guys can move him around the bases.
Stepping up to the plate, Kevin Biggio comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And he lays off for ball 1. Biggio, a native Texan. He was a 5th-round pick back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Hey, this middle round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 1 left for Toronto. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Trey Mancini.
For the Orioles, the first baseman, Trey Mancini.
First delivery to him on the way. Liner towards second. Oh, this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
The batter, the designated hitter, Trey.
1 out now in the Orioles' 4th. And up next, the left-handed power bat of Chris Davis. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Here's a splitter that's taken for a ball, 1-1. One out, nobody on. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
And this is foul tipped as he stays alive here, but meanwhile that ball came right back at our home plate umpire, and he may need some attention at this moment. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Shoemaker's ready. Here it is on 1-0.
That counts. I got 3-0.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
1 run, 2 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. And the count will be full. The 3-2 pitch. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, but they're on top 1-0. Welcome back to Baltimore as we send you down to check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Leading off
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
the right fielder, Derek Fisher.
First pitch of the at-bat. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Man, he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
So now to the plate, Rowdy Tellez. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Digging in once again, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Pitch on the way. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
Yeah, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Lourdes Gurriel is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
2 out with the man at first. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1. Grounded softly down the line toward first. But this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Guerrero rounds third and is digging for the plate. And a relay home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance. And he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Stepping in now to Oscar Hernandez as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Comes set, the 0-1. And a knuckle curve missed that time. 2-1.
1 strike.
Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
The 3-1 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A run for the Jays thanks to the RBI double. Bottom of the 5th coming up, all even at 1 apiece. Welcome back to Baltimore as we send you down to check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
For the Orioles,
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
the left fielder, Ryan.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. 0-1 count and the pitch. Down and away, ball 1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
The 1-2. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Into the box, Hanser Alberto. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He popped out in his first trip. The 1-0. And here's a ball hit in the air. Right fielder is on the run, and no one will track it down.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
1 out, nobody on. Smoke on the ground up the middle, and that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
He's been cold. Batting average fell below 230, but that knock might have put him in a positive frame of mind. Hopefully that's the start of something big.
Striding into the box, Austin Hayes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball 1, no strike.
Drilled right back up the middle. Oh, what a stop. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Orioles held in check there. We played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Top half of the 6th about to get started. Next will be the designated hitter, Bo Bichette. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Looks like a lefty and a right-hander throwing in the Baltimore bullpen. And that one misses upstairs. 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
Here it comes, the 3-0. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Striding in, Reese McGuire. He has flied and lined out in 2 trips in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
The 1-2. Ground ball right side. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Here comes the Baltimore skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he has signaled to the bullpen. That's going to be all for his starter, Alex Cobb. So he'll lead with a couple of runners aboard that are his responsibility, meaning he'd be happy to get out of here with a no decision. Wade LeBlanc comes into work out of the bullpen now. And Dan, are you surprised that the starter's day is done?
I am a little, Matt, but this is one of those moves that people will debate forever. I think he could have pitched a little bit longer, but I understand the idea of bringing a lefty in to face this upcoming left-hander as well, so we'll see how this works out.
Into the box now, Billy McKinney. 1-0 the count. First and second here with nobody out. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Now the 2-0 home. And this is on the ground to first. Could be two. To Iglesias for one. On to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
They played the matchup there, and it worked out perfectly. Ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
Now batting, Kevin Biggio. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Here's a moment where you got to be a great teammate. Pick your buddy up who just grounded into a double play. I don't care what it looks like, single, gapper, homer, just get that guy in from third and get your team back motivated again.
And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And they take the lead. It's gone. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Fourth home run for him on the season, and it gives the Blue Jays a 3-1 lead.
There's still some game left to be played, but that one swing could end up being a deciding factor in this one.
Now batting. Right
Derek Fisher the next to bat. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. One and one the count now. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Jays strike for a couple as you get another look at the two-run dinger. Through 5.5, it's now 3-1 Blue Jays. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Jose Iglesias. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Now the pitch. Lays off 1-0. Hopped up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Pitch on the way. And he fouls this one off. Here's another 1-2.
Ball 2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down.
The right fielder.
Into the box now, Dwight Smith Jr. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Stays alive, still 0-2. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Shooting for that low inside corner, but he missed with it. 1-2.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
McKinney giving chase. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Pretty good swing right there as he drives this ball deep. One hops over the wall, and he could just walk into second base with a ground rule double.
To the plate now, Ramon Urias, as he looks at a fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. Fastball taken down the middle, and that's strike 2. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Mancini.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. No balls and a strike to count. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Rowdy Tellez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball inside.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
And he takes a called strike 2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Now here it comes. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out. So 1 away now in the Toronto 7th, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's set. Here it comes. Line drive to left. That's in for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Fly ball out to straightaway left. Mountcastle is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First offering on its way. Line drive to center field. And Hayes will make the catch. This side is retired. Blue Jays held in check, and it's still 3-1. Chris Davis at the plate now. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Digging in, Pedro Severino. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched.
I know that's the spot he didn't want to miss in, but he got away with it.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And now a lunging catch, and he does a full gainer as well, but somehow hangs on for the second out. Digging in, Ryan Mountcastle. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Now here's the pitch.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Shoemaker gets the sign. 1-1 pitch on its way. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Hit on the ground to short. Right to him. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Orioles, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Striding forward now is the DH, Bo Bichette. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far.
Bo Bichette.
Now here's the pitch. Line towards center field. Under it is Hayes, and that's the first out of the inning.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
So stepping in, Reese McGuire. Last time through was a base hit. First pitch coming. Here it is. This is line to left, and a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
At the plate, Billy McKinney, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. The Orioles entered the day looking to wrap up a big series sweep, but it's going to take some late game heroics in order to make that a reality.
Never easy to sweep any team, but this is a close one, and there's an old saying in baseball, a bloop and a blast, and if they can stay close, get a base hit, get somebody to hit one out of the ballpark. They're not out of this one yet. Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Kevin Biggio will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a two-run home run that really got his guys going. First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. And for the opposition, wrapping this up and salvaging a win would at least make their trip out of here a little more pleasant.
This could be just what the doctor ordered. Nobody likes to get swept on the road, so winning this one could be big for building back team morale.
And this ball runs away for ball two. 2-1. Rolled slowly to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. One left for Toronto as the lead remains 3-1. Adam Ottavino is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 0, Adam Ottavino.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Into the box now. Hanser Alberto popped out and singled in his 2 trips to the plate. From the stretch.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 home. Hit out towards second. Reined in. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. The Blue Jays are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. Great day's work any way you look at it.
Matty V, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
So now to the plate, Austin Hayes. And he puts it on the ground to second. Scooped up, throw on to first, 2 gone. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Jose Iglesias. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
Fisher is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Orioles down on just 4 pitches. Score holds, it's 3-1. Michael Givens comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close a game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Derek Fisher.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, Pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
At the plate now, Rowdy Tellez. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Hey, no shame in that. Your eyes light up when that heater comes above the belt. That's so tough to lay off of.
The 0-2 pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Stepping in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. The 0-1 delivery. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Ken Giles is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth.
51, Ken Giles.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Dwight Smith Jr. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far.
Jr.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
0-1. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Hoo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Pitch on the way. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. A ball and a strike.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ground ball left side. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. On to first, and the Orioles are down to their final out. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Trey Mancini, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Here's the first pitch to him. Popped him up. He makes the catch, and the Blue Jays will salvage at least the finale in this 3-game series as the ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
3-1 the final score this afternoon. The Toronto Blue Jays rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Matt Shoemaker earns the win, his 2nd. Ken Giles closes the door for the save, his 5th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 3 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Orioles, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.